Alright, ladies and gentlemen, spawning here at the bottom position as the orange Zerg player, we have Ripping Nogrim. And spawning at the left side as the white Zerg, we have NB's Tai 2. Now, I believe Tai 2 is a fairly recent addition to the NB roster. In case you're wondering why you haven't seen him playing here for NB before. It looks like Overlord is just gonna go check out the close air positions here. Once again, it's a very similar main base layout to Python, and the main difference, of course, is the corner bases are all islands, very similar to Fortress, with these like little neutral gate arenas. For some reason, my computer is actually lagging a lot. What the heck is going on here? What? I'm like dropping frames like crazy. Why am I dropping frames? Who knows? I don't know. Hopefully the thing is smooth for you guys. Excuse me. All right. So what do we got here? We have a 9-pool. Interesting. 9-pool versus 12 something. Right? Is that what's going on here? That does indeed appear to be what is happening. Double Poop says it works. Yeah, hopefully the thing looks smooth. See, when I do this, when I move the screen, I go down a lot. But I think I'm attempting to stream at 60 FPS, which perhaps is slightly optimistic. I wonder if I have something else open. I wonder if I have like Steam or something. But why would Steam affect that? It shouldn't, right? I don't know. I blame Windows. I blame the Windows reinstall. Hey, what's up, Kicks? How's it going, buddy? I'm pretty sure this was like a 12-pool expo. Now, he scouted the 9-pool, so Nogrim clearly not afraid of this. It's pretty good. Seems legit. Alright, so we got the Lings coming out. We got the lair on the way. No Ling speed yet. He's gone for that lair first. Gonna really try to use that faster gas. Of course, the fast air distances mean that Nogrim is most likely going to have to get some spore colonies up. Can you guys see this? It's like slightly delayed, or I don't know. I saw this last week as well. It's just the replays just seem slightly laggy to me. I hope I don't lag when I get into game like as an ALB. I don't think I do though, because I've been laddering quite a bit this week, and it hasn't been laggy. So I guess it must just be. Well, actually, if it's the stream, that's going to be a problem, right? If I'm trying to do TL Open tomorrow. It's a little choppy. Yeah, I might have to goof around a little bit after the stream today and try and figure out what's going on with these settings. It is choppy. It's not so good. Maybe I can try and do something after this game, actually. Maybe let's do that. Let's figure something out after this game. I guess I'll go down to 30 FPS. The thing is though, like the settings detected themselves automatically. Like I didn't pick 60 FPS, you know? I installed OBS and it was like, hey, do you want to auto configure your stream settings? I was like, yeah, man, go for it. And OBS was like, oh, cool, bro, you can totally do 60 FPS. And I was like, all right, sure, why not? But apparently it was lying to me. I wonder if there's some other setting here. Like, I wonder if I need like the FPS cap above on this thing. By the way, Nogrim's made 1 billion Zerglings, and he's running towards the base. I'm just gonna follow this guy for a second, see if he like kills a drone or something. I don't think he is. All right, so now the Zerglings are coming in. We got a lot of Zerglings coming in. The Sunken. Wait a minute, what? Tai 2 didn't morph the Sunken. I think that's game over. Oh man, rip and pepperonis. Wait, how was this not made? Tai 2, look, he has the Overlord outside of the base. You guys see that on the minimap? Tai 2 had the Overlord outside of Nogrim's natural. But for some reason, his Sunken was like super late. Now, it looks like somehow he didn't die to that, which is kind of interesting. Like, this guy was here. I guess Tai 2 was too busy microing the Ling inside Nogrim's base. That's really unfortunate. That is highly unfortunate. Alright, guys. We got more lings coming in. We got the Spire. We got the Spores on the way. Everything is going according to plan. It's actually quite interesting to me that Taitu opted for a 9-pull considering their close air spawns, and they saw that with the Overlords. But I think he's gonna die now. Oh man, the drones are actually idle. I don't know what Taitu's doing. Oh man. He's like stack those around. I guess it doesn't really matter at this point. He's just sending the Muta out to all encounter, but he's pretty... Wait a minute, what? Oh. Wow, look at the supplies actually. Nogrim has almost no supply as well, because he just built all spore colonies. He's got no more drones, but it doesn't matter. It does not matter. We did. We are donezo. I'm pretty sure. If Taitu comes back from this, that's gonna be legendary. He has... Oh, he doesn't even have enough minerals for a drone. Wow, okay, so he can't even make one drone to start mining anymore. He can't even make Scourge. Although I'm not sure why he would make Scourge. Like, wait, this is literally unwinnable because you need at least 4 Muta to kill a Spore colony. So Taitu physically can't win the game. GG from Taitu. And Nogrim takes game number 1 in favor of Team Ripping. Okay, at the 6 o'clock position as the white Protoss, we have Scorpion Rider, aka Bishu. And at the 3 o'clock position, as the red Zerg, we've got Whistler back in action, ladies and gentlemen. Oh man, this is actually super exciting. I actually got the opportunity to watch Whistler destroy Kicks on his... to play against Kicks on his stream. Like 2 days ago or something? Or was it yesterday? I can't... No, it must have been 2 days ago, because I wasn't watching streams yesterday. I don't think. But, yeah, it was good times. Good times indeed. Yeah, so anyone who doesn't know Whistler, he was on the NB roster like way back when, man. This guy's old school Gosu. Well, I say Gosu, I don't think he was ever like super top. As far as I remember, he was more like B plus / A minus. Back before they revamped the IC Cup ladder system, so it was actually pretty legit. It's like pretty legit rank. And Bishu, of course, the StarCraft 2 pro gamer, coming back, play some Brood War. I think he might have been playing Brood War before going to StarCraft 2 as well, I'm not really sure. But yeah, gonna see some PvZ action on Aquatia City. I'm actually not sure if I've seen a PvZ on Aquatia City. I feel like it's normally Protosses and Terrans that come out on this map. I'm not sure why that would be. It seems okay for Zerg. Maybe a little bit annoying ZVT, I suppose. But ZVP should be fine, I think. Alright. Roberto coming in here. I don't know, Kix. I mean... I don't know. That's possibly also it, but... I don't think there were that many Koreans playing like when I was laddering already. But by that time, a lot of foreigners also moved to Fish, so it's kind of hard to say who was playing where. Anywho, got the overpull here, so that little block, not going to matter too much. It's going to make Whistler take the close third here, which is kind of exposed on this map again, very similar to Tau Cross. So it means you probably want to go for some more aggro mid-game style. You can play Turtle Zerg here, but I don't think it's as good. You know, you don't have easy access to a fourth or anything from here. But that's fine. Most Zergs are taking close thirds nowadays anyway, so I don't think Whistler should care about this too much. Hey, what's up, Hatta Magerlove? Hat Magerlove? Hatta Magerlove. For some reason, the first zealot ran out. Yeah, you should probably go back now. Against Overpool, you wanna keep the initial zealots back when you gateway expand. Just use them to make the wall, get the nexus really quickly, and once you have 3 or 4 zealots, then you can move out. You don't want to move out with the first zealot. That's not a good idea. You're just gonna die, you know. And we can see Whistler now taking his natural. everything as planned. Scorpion Rider also doing things fairly as planned. Gonna get his gas now at some point. Not quite. Now, these Zerglings are going to be slightly annoying. The important thing for Bishu is to not let the Zerglings run into his main. So you don't want to get baited and have all your Zealots like run out and then the Zerglings run past into the main base. Interestingly, this Zealot's actually taking a lot of damage. You should probably switch this. Yeah, so he's going to do that. Yeah, okay, there we go. So he should be fine here. Just a little initial skirmishing, but nothing too serious. Alright, so... Ooh, is that just for speed? Okay, looks like Whistler mined the 100 gas just for speed. This would indicate to me he's probably going for something like 5 or 6 hatch before lair. So you can completely shut down... Whoa, hello. You can completely shut down any scouting with the speedlings. And then you can go crazy on the hatcheries. Overlord at the front, obviously, is going to see any kind of move out from the Zealots. So he knows exactly how many lings he needs, whether he even needs to make lings. He probably made a few lings there. Did he? Wow, look at this. Whistler actually didn't make any lings in response to these 3 Zealots moving out. Do you guys see that? He made only drones. That's actually pretty cool, because, you know, that fake out move would have scared a lot of Zergs into at least making like 4 more lings, I would say, against 3 Zealots. But Whistler, I guess, just knew that that wasn't going to be a legit move out, so he basically called Bishu's bluff and was like, "Nah, I don't believe you. I'm not going to make lings." Which is pretty nice. That was nice for him. So we can see the 4th hatchery and the den. No lair, as I mentioned. Gonna get a very delayed there. I'm actually surprised how fast the den is, to be honest. I don't think... I was under the impression you didn't need the den this fast when you go 5 hatch or 6 hatch before lair. But I'm not 100% sure about that. I could be wrong about that. This is Aquatia City. Yep, it's basically 4-player Tau Cross. To the little Chava, asking in the chat. Excuse me, guys. Man, this sickness has just been lasting so long. It's actually ridiculous. I've been sick for like more than 2 weeks. I'm pretty sure at this point, like, my boss just thinks I'm trolling. Cause like, how could I have a common cold for more than 2 weeks? It's insane. Hey, what's up, Faust? Alright, so we've got the good old Sim City here, the classic Sim City going on for Whistler. In my opinion, he shouldn't actually make too many Sunkens, because one of the strengths of this build, the late lair build, is you actually can pump out a lot more early, or you can start your Hydra pump a little bit earlier, and you can get a lot more Hydras in the mid game compared to the like the 3-hatch lair into 5-hatch Hydra build. So definitely shouldn't invest in too many of these static defenses. I don't think you need it. In the meantime, first Corsair went out to do some scouting. Second Corsair going to take out this Overlord. Obviously, there's not going to be a Spire, no Scourge to deal with these Corsairs. So the Overlord placement and the Hydra placement, they're both quite important when you're going for this kind of late lair build. So for example, the 1 Overlord here means this base is perhaps slightly more vulnerable. Have to be a little bit careful if the Protoss is going mass Corsairs. Definitely should add a second Overlord here, I'd imagine. Yeah, like that guy's good. This is good now. Now we're fine. He's even adding a Spore, actually. I'm not actually sure if you need these Spores, to be honest. But I guess if he's making drones instead of Hydras, like now he's making some Hydras, but he is also making drones. So in that case, I guess this is okay, because he's playing it... So he went for like a late lair build, but he also is playing it like a Turtle Zerg style, which is kind of interesting to me. That's quite interesting. I should probably... This is what I mean. The Overlord, like this, he's only slightly out of position. But that just gets punished, right? You can see this. He's going to lose 2 Overlords, actually. For pretty much nothing. Well, for a Zealot, I guess. But he got a Hydra as well. And he needs to be careful, getting dropped in the main. Sometimes if Protosses see this late layer build, you can get a slightly faster Robo. You can get that DT drop going. It's also very strong against things like Zergs taking another natural as their third and getting a fast fourth base, you know, like you can do on Fighting Spirit or something like that. If you're a little Protoss player, you want to know an effective strategy against that, I recommend one thing to try is going for a fast DT drop on the fourth base. It can be super effective. We do actually have 2 DTs out on the map, but because of this setup, it's not really going to do anything. I guess technically this gas is out of range. It's not in detection range, but the Overlord's there. Yeah, so those DTs can't really do anything over here. Looks like they're going to have to come back here and actually deal with the Hydralisks, because there was actually a probe here, I thought. Maybe not. No, never mind. But yeah, DT's just going to get a few free shots off on these Hydras while the Corsairs poke around. There's only 4 Corsairs. Doesn't look like he invested in +1 air upgrades either. It's kind of interesting that he would get 4 Corsairs without actually going the whole mile and getting like 5 or 6 with +1. If you're gonna go for 4, you might as well. I feel like if you want Corsairs but you don't want to commit, you should probably stop at 2 or 3, right? 4 seems like an awkward number to me, but here's the DT drop. This is what I was talking about. So you can see all of the defenses focused at the front, and the main base completely undefended. Now, the good thing for Whistler is his Overlord speed is done now, so if he notices what's happening, he should be able to take minimal damage from this. But the question is, how quickly will he notice? Now, he does have Hydras coming down here, so if there ends up being an engagement here, where he has to micro the Hydras, he could lose everything. But look at this! Only 2 kills on the DTs, and everything's run away already. And I think these 2 kills might have even been Hydralisks from earlier. So that does absolutely nothing. These Hydras coming in here, they're going to see the third, but they can't really do anything either. So, ineffective drop from Bishu. The Corsairs, you could say, could have potentially done something here and maybe killed the Overlords, but with only 4 and no upgrade, well, he's actually going to lose these as well. Not really paying attention. What the heck? Alright. Bishu not paying attention to his Corsairs at all. Pulling basically my level of Corsair control. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 gateways. It's not bad, not bad. Also, this base, you know, I keep saying it's quite open, but it's not quite as bad as Tau Cross because of like this little water thing. So, like, this is actually quite a narrow bridge. A couple of cannons here and a High Templar means Zerg can't really attack through here very effectively. And so you only need to worry about the lower area, like this wide area, which you can defend kind of much more easily. Holy moly, that's a lot of Hydra Lurker, but that was a pretty good storm as well. And a 4-Zealot drop going in, Bijou continuing with the harassment. Nice little scouting probe here, just kind of out on the map. Looks like Whistler taking in the mineral only on the left side, but here comes the Zealot drop. There's one Hydralisk here. He's going to see what's happening, but the thing is, the 4-Zealot drop is super cheap. I love seeing and doing this kind of drop, to be honest, because this is so cheap for the Protoss to do. It's so easy. 4 Zealots doesn't really matter in your main army for the most part. And look at this! Oh man, the Hydralisk's barely running out in time there. Everything was clumped up because Whistler was paying attention to the drop in the main. Drop in the main is still going on. He did actually make a sunken colony, but it looks like now the Protoss army is going to get a little bit flanked though. He's got more storms on these High Templar. The Obs is actually on the front side. He actually storms his Ob to death. There's no storm on the backside. There's finally a storm on the backside, but Bijou actually going to get crushed here in the middle of the map. Oh man, that was really bad for Bishu. It looks like he rescued the 2 Zealots. Now he might actually need these 2 Zealots. He's lost all of his High Templars, crucially, as well. That is super bad. He's also just not rallied all his gateways for some reason, either. He's actually just reloading for a second drop, but he could just die straight up now to the Hydra Lurker. Whistler just coming out, just overpowering his opponent here. And here we go, with no High Templar. It's going to be very difficult, but reinforcements coming out from the natural might barely be able to save this. He actually just unloaded all the Zealots here to try and defend his third base, but more and more Zerg units flying in. He's building Photon Cannons to try and defend, but he's got so few units here. The Photon Cannons will not finish, and now the probes need to run away here. Wow, I think Bishu is just completely dead right now. Something's flying out. I believe his shuttle is actually going out. I think he needs to abandon this base and just try and not die. Oh no, he's dead. I didn't even get to see what the drop was, but Bishu has left the game. Whistler will even up the score 1-1, putting Team NB on the board. Alright, well played by Whistler. Alright guys, and at the top left position as the Orange Protoss, we have Runa, aka Mona. And again, I'm just gonna call him Runa because, you know, I have a dirty mind. I am literally 12 years old. So, no, actually I'm not. Man, okay, hold on, wait, I take it back. I hate it when people say literally and they don't actually mean literally. That actually drives me nuts. I'm not literally 12 years old. I may be figuratively 12 years old. I may even be metaphorically 12 years old, but I am definitely not literally 12 years old. Anyway, at the top right position as the White Protoss, it is going to be NB's favorite. So, as expected, it's going to be the PvP. And Whistler, by the way, in chat confirming that Bishu did in fact GG in that game, so yet again confirming my suspicions that something dubious is happening in replays. Big fan wants to see a TVZ. I mean, it's out of my hands, bro. It is out of my hands. Not enough Terran players in the foreign scene. Although, wait, let me actually see. Do we have any TVZs today? Actually, the next game, which is going to happen, right? Because the score is currently 1-1. Yeah, so the next game is supposed to be Nemu versus Mers. So that should actually be a ZVT. So, man, I should actually just not have said anything and pretended that I listened to Big Fan and I gave him what he wanted. Damn. I would look like a god. And like, yeah, I totally manipulated the matchups because I knew that in the future you would be asking for a TVZ. Oh well. Anyway, I think this was a gateway scout from Runa. And no scout yet from Favorite, very interesting. Very, very interesting. When is he actually going to scout this? He's going to do a core scout. Huh. What this means is he actually doesn't care that much about getting into his opponent's base. Because in this timing, for the most part, the Zealot will be blocking. Unless you get really lucky, there will be a Zealot blocking the ramp. Like, for example... So I guess if Runa spawns bottom right, the probe would get in just before the Zealot comes out. But basically, unless you scout him first, you're not going to get into his base. Runa, on the other hand, is just unlucky because he scouted the wrong way. So even though he scouted way earlier, he's still not going to get into the base, which is pretty sad times. See, Zealot going to block. Pretty sure one Zealot can block this ramp. See, it's funny, because the Circuit Breaker ramp, to me at least, it looks wider than the Fighting Spirit ramp, but you can still block it with one Zealot, I'm pretty sure. Right? Maybe not. Am I just retarded? Can you not block Circuit Breaker ramp with one Zealot? Damn. Unlucky, dude. You know, I've been actually playing ladder a lot, because people keep telling me I'm bad, and I don't know what I'm talking about, and that, like, Cadenzi's better than me. So I'm like, man, I gotta show these peeps what's up. I gotta show these noobs who, you know, what my MMR level truly is. But apparently I'm actually just terrible at this game. It's pretty sad. It's a sad realization where you realize you don't know what you're talking about. Oh well. Happens to the best of us. Wait, seriously though, can you not block this with a Zealot? Maybe you can't. Maybe this is actually wider than the Fighting Spirit ramp. Maybe all those times that I thought that I just suck at positioning my Zealot, I was actually fine, and you just can't block it anyway. Okay, so we got 1 gate range, Robo. Seems pretty safe. Wow, this is actually super greedy though. Runa going for 1 gate expand. This is actually a legit build, but it's a little bit greedy. A little bit danger zone if your opponent's going for like a DT rush or something. I feel like this build is something that's maybe safer on something like Crossing Field. I think like Draco did this on Crossing Field in Italy. But on a normal map like Circuit Breaker, perhaps slightly dubious. I like these spotting pylons by Favorite on the side of his base. You can see the difference on the minimap. Runa has no vision on the edge of his base, so he's going to have much less warning of any shuttles coming in. whereas Favorite, who for some reason forgot the E on the end of his name, or I don't know, maybe Favorite in a different language doesn't have an E on the end. I don't know why he's hiding his observatory in the top right. Gotta make sure that's not scouted. Man, Favorite's actually a bit unlucky though, because he's going for the super safe like 2 gateway obs expand with slow reavers, and that basically means he's not really going to be able to punish this, right? Like, by the time he even realizes what's happening and wants to move out, Runa's production is going to kick in, and he's going to have plenty of Dragoons to deal with this. The only real hope, I think, for Favorite, actually, is if he gets, like, shuttle speed and does some insane Reaver harassment or something. Kix is telling me the name probably doesn't fit. Really? That is not that many characters. Does anybody know what the max characters is for StarCraft right now? That seems really short. No, that can't be the character limit, okay? Because that's fewer characters than Magical Girl, right? Magical Girl, right? M-A-G-I-C-A-L. So Magical Girl is 11 characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's only 10, so he definitely could fit the E on there. He definitely could have had the E. Anyway, here's the expansion, and he's gonna go slow reavers. So Favorite's basically playing the completely safe standard build. Like, I think this is the most, or one of the most popular meta builds at the moment. It's like a fast, safe expansion. Now the Observer's gonna come in here. He should be able to tell from the minerals that this has been up for quite a while, and he's gonna be quite sad about this. Now, again, he is gonna have a Reaver advantage. So if he gets a shuttle now and moves out with 2 Reavers, he could potentially do something, but I'm not sure how much of a window he has, to be honest. He's going to be facing non-stop 3-gate Goon production. I'm interested to see, actually, if Runa goes for Reavers himself, or he skips it and goes straight Citadel. That's actually what Draco was doing as well, which really piqued my interest. That he would go for, you know, Dragoon Obs expand, and actually only use the Robo for Obs and go straight Templar tech. Now, I actually asked Draco about this, because my feeling was that was mainly okay on crossing field, because you can take the back expansion. So even if your opponent goes fast Reaver, it's very difficult for them to attack into your narrow ramp, and Draco did confirm that that was the case. Whereas obviously on Circuit Breaker, that's not the case. So if you rush for Templar tech, and you don't get Reavers, you're quite vulnerable to like a Reaver timing at your front, because you don't have the tech units to defend. So you can see Runa actually has gone for Reavers here, so this definitely makes more sense to me. I think this is the correct decision in this case. Looks like Runa also getting his obs over. Runa is Mona, for anyone who's still confused, by the way. Just calling him Runa, because that's what he's listed as actually in the lineups. Oh, Krok is saying that he's German, and this is the German version of the word. Okay, perfect. That's as I expected. It's just a different language. Missing the E. It's all good. See that makes a lot of sense to me. You know, it's all about that German efficiency. See, I mean the E is silent, right? So why do you even need it? You don't need the E in the word. It's still pronounced favorite. So the Germans were just like, you know what? We're just gonna get rid of that. Don't need that letter. I like it. I like it. I like the pylon positioning now, though. Actually, both players. Look at the minimap. There's like pylons everywhere to see incoming shuttles. So great vision. And now we have to move out 2 Reavers. All right, here we go. How many Reavers here? No Reavers here, actually. Wait a minute. Where's the first one? Ooh, first one's not even halfway done. Ooh, this could be bad. Except he just left. What? Okay, I'm just pausing the game right now because for some reason the stream seems to have cut out. Yeah, it actually cut out from my preview as well. It's pretty bad. It's lagging now. That's pretty lame. Apparently I've dropped 1% of my frames. But it's not going up anymore. No steam, please. Alright, I'm just gonna give people a minute to come back and refresh. Seems good now. Yeah, I did drop about 600 frames just now, it seems. Which is suboptimal. I wonder if my internet's just like bugging out today. Alright, well, hopefully people are back. Do a speed test, Sayle? Aren't speed tests kind of like dubious though? They don't measure your actual speed. They measure like your ideal speed. I remember reading somewhere, or maybe somebody told me that speedtest.net is not even a legit test because it just measures like optimum performance, but not your real performance. Anyway, Forge and Citadel and a pretty cheeky third base here. Runa really going ham on the eco in this game. I'm loving it. I love watching PvPs where you just go crazy on the Nexus expansions. Wait, Nexus expansions? I feel like that's what am I trying to say? Not an oxymoron. That's what's the word for this? Duplication? Repetition? No, that's not the what word am I looking for here? I don't know. Whatever. People are saying it's smooth now, so hopefully it's fine. Excuse me. Anyway, we can do a speed check afterwards. That's fine. Just have a look-see. Show off my my speedy internets. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, we're just chilling right now. Unfortunately for Favorite, he's yet again getting boned by like a super greedy expansion and being super passive and not realizing what's going on. I'm actually surprised. Wait, he has 3 observers and he's only just now going to see what's going on. I actually don't know how this has happened. Redundant. That's actually, I think, the word I was looking for. Thank you. Tautology is also an English word, Holland, but in fact, I guess it would also apply in this case. But I think redundant is the word I was looking for. So, Favorite's going to see what's happening. Unfortunately for him, the supply is pretty much even, and I like the spread of units here for Runa. The main problem for Runa, well, I was going to say is he only has the 1 Reaver here, but he's bringing the second one forward. And Favorite's going to have the same. Favorite's advantage is he has a bunch of speed lots, which are really good against Dragoons, but they're actually not that good against 2 Reavers, because they bunch up quite a lot. Alright, here we go. Big engagement coming in. Favorite actually engaging the bottom part of the army, and here we go. Defensive position for Runa, but that also means his units are really clumped up against the Reavers of Favorite. A lot of Dragoons on the top side as well, coming down here. I think it's going to be quite close here. The thing is, Runa only needs to hold. If this is an even exchange, then Runa will be way ahead because of his fast third base here. And I think it is going to be, for the most part... Ooh, 1 Reaver does fall. Wait a minute, never mind here. Favorite actually busting through somehow. And this base is completely exposed. No defenses here. I thought that was going to be way closer, but Favorite somehow coming out with both Reavers and several Dragoons still intact. I think these probes are almost certainly all going to die. Now the rest of the army is coming in the backside. He's going to try and just hide the probes on the left side here. And now Favorite's army is a little bit caught. He's going to be able to rescue the Reavers, it seems. Is he going to go after the probes or the army? He's actually going to try and kill as many units as he can as they walk into this choke point. Is he going to get the probes? Oh, the probes are actually all stacked on the left side. It seems he doesn't realize this. Okay, now he's walking over. Oh, God. Ah, Steve-O! Rip probes. Wait, the Scarab! Oh, the Scarab done it! Oh, he might get the shuttle! He's gonna get the shuttle, he gets the shuttle. Now the Reavers are actually stuck here. And there is the Storm as well. Although it looks like it didn't quite hit the second Reaver. Now, Runa is down like 20 supply. But he still has that third base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 gateways. 8, 9 gateways coming up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's 7 to 7 right now. The production is even. Any more storms here? There's 1 Reaver, 1 Storm. There's actually a DT here. Is there any obs? Ooh, that DT could actually do work. 2 cannons are making, though. Those 2 cannons could be crucial. Another defensive position here. Only 1 Storm, even though there's 2 High Templar. For some reason, Favorite actually doesn't have as many units as I thought he would. But there we go. Good storms from both players, actually. But he needs a second storm to actually finish off the Reaver. There is a High Templar there. He's going to storm the Reaver and the probes at the same time here. The Reaver actually does die. And once again, Favorite is going to bust through, but reinforcements coming down from the natural. It's going to be extremely close, and with 2 cannons here, it's going to be very, very close. It looks like the High Templar not quite going to get picked off. Going to lose its last storm here. Favorite, meanwhile, taking the 3 o'clock base while all this is going on. Runa actually really needs an obs right now. He can't see this DT. But the 2 cannons are going to help a lot. Although they are shooting uphill here. This is high ground relative to where the cannons are. That's not so good. Looks like 1-0 is done for both players, and no upgrade advantage for either player. And I think Favorite actually might break through here. I think Runa is in pretty serious trouble. There is a Reaver in the back trying to do something to help out, but look at this DT just doing work. Oh man, Shuttle is being attacked now by an Archon. And these probes are just going to have to piece out of here. He still doesn't have Zealot leg speed, actually. That's pretty bad. Oh man, look at this DT. He's going to town. Is he not getting leg speed? Okay, he's getting leg speed now. Pretty late leg speed. Whoa! He actually drops the Reaver in range of the Dragoons. Does, okay micro here, but this Reaver, smacked by the DT. But he's at least going to save the Nexus, I think. With the reinforcements, he has the obs there now as well, but you can see Favorite now with the 3 o'clock base should firmly be ahead in this game. Unfortunate for Runa. Sorry about that, guys. Still got a few sniffles. Some remaining sniffles. Whoa, what's going on over here? Oh, we got a storm drop coming in, boys! I think it was spotted, actually. And there's a cannon back here. It's got 1 Zealot to actually tank. Meanwhile, Zealots on top of Dragoons. It's actually pretty good for Runa. Favorite actually seems to reinforce with mainly Dragoons, which is kind of an interesting choice here. Speed dots are pretty good against just plain Dragoons. Yeah, he's just gonna have to run away now. Little Uber ride here for the High Templar. I'm trying to keep an eye on this. Okay, looks like he was hoping that there would be a probe transfer here, I guess. But there's actually not. He shouldn't storm this, yeah. Don't waste it. Just save it. Go to the natural. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Now, are we going here? Not yet. I really don't want to miss that storm drop. I'm really trying to keep an eye on the minimap to make sure I don't miss it. Really nice base layout here, by the way, for Favorite. Look at this. This is actually really nice. Nice and efficient. I like this. Oh, here we go! Here we go! We're going in! Oh, he gets High Templar too! Haha! That's pretty cheeky. Ooh. That shuttle actually took a lot of damage. That Zealot actually almost killed the dude too. Uh-oh, here we go. Another engagement at the front here. Big storms, I think from Runa actually, although that one's a bit of a whiff. And here comes the army from the top side. Very scrappy game here, but look at Favorite's army now though. Look at the supply difference. Yeah, I think this game is now definitely over. Runa being pushed back to his natural. And unless Runa can have like the God Reaver, then I think he's dead. Come on, channel your inner stork, buddy. Where's the stork? Ah, the stork. This was Dinosuit stork today. This was World of Warcraft stork. This was not the legendary stork that we have come to know and love. Rip Runa. So Favorite is gonna make it 2-1 in favor of Team MB. I believe it's all gonna come down to Murs here in his TVZ against Nemu. I'm actually interested to see if Nemu even showed up today, because as far as I know, like, he's been in the lineup a couple of times, but I don't know if I've even casted any of his games in Gambit Cup. And GG there from Runa. Favorite, by the way, is getting the space as well. And spawning at the bottom left position as the teal Terran, we will have Murs. At top right position as the orange Zerg, we will have Nemu. Whoops. It's not what I meant to do. Whoops! Oh my god, Sayle, please. Man, for some reason I feel like not only does Murs always come out on this map in Gambit Cup, I should probably move that, but he always spawns bottom left as well. Some kind of rigging going on here in StarCraft Remastered. Alright, so of course, TVZ as requested by none other than the legendary Big Fan himself. And TPD on this map should be interesting, actually. Let me quickly reveal map. I don't think I've actually thought about TVZ on this map yet. So, this is not the best map for Mew to harass, actually, because behind the natural minerals, you can build turrets on the high ground, right? So I guess there's like this area that you can like hit it from the side. But compared to some maps, like it's much easier to defend on this map compared to even like Fighting Spirit, for example. Yeah, in terms of a third base, I mean, Zerg can get the close third. Where would they get a far third? Is there any base? Is there any third base that you can defend with 2 lurkers? I don't think there is, right? No, these are all super open. I mean, I guess you can take the back mineral base and put like 3 lurkers or 4 lurkers here. But it seems that getting a third base on this map in ZVT is quite annoying. 12 hatch, by the way, from Nemu. Ooh, fast gas from Murs off 1 base. Going for some kind of tech build. Very interesting. Curious to see what he does with this. But yeah, this seems like it's kind of tricky to get a third base as Zerg. Perhaps going for something like 2-hatch Muta to really be aggro early on and use that to get just a close third base and defend it by constantly attacking with Muta Ling might be the way to go. Something like that. But we don't see a gas yet though from Nemu, so he's probably just going to go 3-hatch. I suppose there are some tricky things you have to consider. For example, lurkers maybe morphing back here and pushing themselves over the minerals into your main. We saw Cryog actually do a really cool trick in a TBT where he landed a barracks on top of vultures and used that to push 2 vultures into his opponent's main base, which was extremely cool. Obviously Zerg can't do that, but you know, you can if you morph 2 lurkers like right next to each other. When they spawn, because the lurker actually takes more space than the egg, they will actually stack and push each other across, as long as you're paying attention. So we've got a wall in here. I'm not sure if this is completely tight or not. I honestly just don't know if this building layout is tight. I mean, I guess it's not here, right? But like this, I don't know. It could be. It could be tight here. 2 curves. This map is called Planum. It's actually pretty nice. Nice space tile set map. I like it. And it's actually just going to be a 1-fact expand here from Murs. Not going for anything too crazy like 2-port Wraith or, you know, fast drop, anything like that. So the 1 Vulture will come out. It's going to get spotted by Overlord. It looks like it actually can't go through here. He needs to be aware of this. Okay, yeah, looks like he fixed it. This is a Blue Storm-esque gap. Only small units can go through. And we do indeed have the 3-hatchery build from Nemu. I'm actually slightly surprised he didn't build it here to allow himself to potentially mine from this mineral thing. I mean, I guess you wouldn't want to too early anyway, because Terran can just walk on the other side and shoot you from the outside. But giving yourself the option to do that is probably not bad. Wow, Mur's actually throwing away this Vulture. That is actually extremely bad. That is actually very, very bad. We are actually seeing a Lurker opening as well from Nemu, so he could potentially try and push Lurkers through the back there. But that first Vulture is supposed to show you that this is happening. See, now Murs doesn't know that this is even coming. Like, this I think is a great response from Nemu. See, Nemu knows the first Vulture's dead. That the big part of that Vulture's existence is actually not necessarily to run in and kill drones. It's actually to stop this from happening. And now, Murs could potentially just be dead. Oh, man. This is really bad for Murs. Oh, no. Oh, man. That's exactly why you can't lose that first Vulture. Like, if this was Kix playing, Makami would be yelling his heart out in the chat right now. Like, Kix, you can't lose your first Vulture! But he did. And now Murs is dead. So, that's going to be a quick 3-1 victory, I guess. I was really hoping to see a longer game here on Planum, but unfortunately not going to happen. Frequently confirming in the chat that you can easily push units across the back just by morphing a single Hydra. And you can push any other unit. Huh, that's pretty cool. But there's the GG! Murs taken down by the Lings in game number 4, which means NB advance 3-1 over Team Ripping. Ripping, despite coming in as the higher seed compared to NB, I believe, are now out of the tournament. They're out of the league. They are out of Gambit Cup.